Hi, good morning everyone. Myself Santosh Rajendra Gola. Today's date is 7th July 2022 and today's our topic is access modifier and protected detail default and private except for these models. All the remaining modifiers available in a Java are called as non-access modifier. They are abstract, final, native, static and strict and synchronized and volatile and non-access modifiers in Java. Abstract modifier in Java. First of all, abstract is a keyword that can be applied with the outer class, inner class and method, other interface and inner interface. It cannot be applied with variable, constructor, block and enum. Second one is when a class is declared with the keyboard abstract and it is called as an abstract class in Java, and abstract keyword cannot be simultaneously declared with the final keyword. And fourth one, it is an interface in Java is by default abstract and do not need to be declared abstract. When a method it declares with the abstract keyword, it is known as a abstract method and it contains only the signature and no body. If you can declare a method as an abstract in a class, the class must be declared as an abstract class. An abstract keyword cannot be declared simultaneously with the final, private and the native, static or the synchronized final modifier in Java, in which a final is a keyword that can be applied with the outer class and inner class variable and methods, and it cannot be applied with interface, constructor and the block and the enum. And a final class cannot be extended. A final method cannot be overridden in Java. Once a final variable is declared and initialized, it cannot be changed. Native modifier in Java. A native modifier can be used only with a method. It contains only a signature but not a body. And a native method is generally used to merge other programming languages like C and C++ code into a Java programming language. And a native keyword cannot be used with strictly and simultaneously. Static modifier in Java, and a static modifier can be applied with inner classes, variables, methods and blocks and the inner interface. It cannot be declared with top level class, other interface, and the method declared with static keyword can be accessed through the class name. It is generally used to access the static variables, and the static variables or static data members in the Java accessed through the class name. And Strictfp modifier in Java, and the Strictfp modifier can be applied with outer class, inner class and method and outer interface. It cannot be applied with the variable, block and inner interface, constructor and the enum. And the Strictfp class uses the IEEE in 1985 floating point specialization for all of its floating point operations. The method defined with the interface cannot be declared with the strictly keyword and modifier. A strict keyword modifier cannot be used with the native modifiers simultaneously. Synchronized modifier in Java, and a synchronized modifier in Java can be applied only with the modifier and the block. In the synchronized method, block only one thread is allowed to execute at a time. It makes thread stay safe. Therefore, the synchronized modifier or synchronized block is mainly used for the thread safety. And third one, it is statements can also be synchronized in Java, and terminate transition modifier in Java, and the transition modifier can be applied only with the variables or the data members. when a class is serialized, then a transition data numbers is not serialized. Variable modifier in Java and the volatile modifier can be applied only with the variable. It is keyword, and if data members or variables is declared volatile, all the threads can also constant and the value of the variable in Java memory, and the volatile keyword cannot be applied with the method declaration, and volatile does not create any kind of the lock on the variables in the process. Thank you.